Hello, beautiful hearts. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 7 big, fat, juicy, potent reasons why it is not too late, and it is never too late for you to start learning how to play guitar, learning how to sing songs, learning how to carry songs if this is what your heart desires. I'm going to be sharing with you reasons why music is going to be one of the most incredible experiences and journeys and teachers of your life. So I really hope that if you haven't gotten started yet, that one of the or two of these reasons could help push you over the fence. And stick around towards the end. I will be sharing with you 5 tips on how to get started playing guitar and singing as soon as possible. Thanks so much for watching, and let's go. Firstly, I just want to start off saying that I'm 41. I didn't start playing music until I was 31. I didn't buy a guitar, learn my first chord until I was 31. I didn't have parents who played music or musicians in my family, so I wasn't musically cultured. I wasn't experienced or inclined to play music, so I definitely didn't see it coming. But there are so many incredible musicians out there who got started at a much later age in life. I know Leonard Cohen, Willie Nelson. There are so many. For example, if you look it up online, musicians who got started later in life. And from my experience in talking to other medicine musicians, they started much later in life too. And you know what, I think at an older age, you can progress really fast because you know what you want. And so it can really work to your advantage to start a little later in life. If you're feeling like,
hey, I just want to play guitar, I don't want to sing, or hey, I just want to sing, I don't want to play guitar,
these reasons are just as potent and valid for you. So take what you want and leave the rest. The number one reason why you should get started playing music and singing songs, or maybe one or the other, as soon as possible, is that it's going to open up so many doors for you. It's going to bring to you new opportunities, new invitations, new communities and circles of like-minded people, new meaningful relationships and friendships, in new ways of thinking about things, and new visions for yourself and your own creativity. It's gonna enrich your life so incredibly much. So I really want to relay this to you to not miss out on this opportunity to enrich your life with a musical practice and endeavor. For me, I never could have imagined for myself that I would eventually be sharing songs or co-facilitating sisters singing circles, sharing at open mics, after ecstatic dance in my community, performing at festivals, traveling for festivals. Even the songs themselves can open doors and unlock doors. I know for sure that these little songs have brought me to other places in the world entirely. A song that I was just obsessed with learning brought me to somebody who knew about this video that took me to this festival page link, and I ended up going to this festival in Brazil to be with this indigenous tribe for almost a month, completely changing my life because of a song. So songs can unlock doors within us as well, spiritually. And so I just want to relay the profound magic that music can bring into our life. And I actually just released my first single on Spotify, co-created with my partner, and I'll put a link down below. But that's just been a dream of mine for years, and I'm 41 releasing my first track. So yeah, I just feel really grateful, and it feels good to have started when I did. I don't regret it one bit.
Alright, I had to change it up, it's getting a little too much sun in my face.
Reason number 2 to get started with music, no matter what your age, is that it's gonna satisfy this innate need in all of us to be learning and growing every single day and moving closer and closer towards that vision that we each have individually of what beauty is and what a more beautiful world is. Especially when you get started, the learning curve is so steep that you reap the satisfaction of witnessing your own leaps and bounds in growth from the get-go, and it's really rewarding when you're first starting and catching things left and right. Music is also a practice. It's really healthy to see it as a practice, your musical practice, like your yoga practice, because there's no end. It's not about the end goal, it's about the journey itself and who we are becoming on this journey. So, real story, after I bought my first guitar in San Francisco and brought it back to the place where I was staying and started watching YouTube videos on how to play the chords I would need to play in order to play this song called Sudosi Budosi. While I was painstakingly learning how to put my fingers on the strings so they made the right sound and how to change from one chord to the next, I didn't realize until I started learning the song that I was also going to have to learn how to sing, because I actually didn't know how to sing. I hadn't been singing. I've really never been a singer. I had never been a singer before 31.
Sang for maybe a year in concert choir, and then I got bronchitis or something and my voice just went out. I quit, basically.
And so I know what it's like to be learning multiple big things at once. So that just allows me to be your cheerleader if you are wanting to learn how to carry songs but you don't know how to sing and you don't know how to play guitar or play an instrument. I feel like music really reflects myself or reflects my consciousness back to myself. Shows me where I'm being strong and disciplined, where I'm wavering in my discipline and in my ambitions. It shows me how much I'm allowing myself to express myself, or what the limiting beliefs are that I'm holding in that moment that are stopping me from exploring a new song or singing a song in a way that my ears hear it. Know thyself. So the third reason why I so deeply cheer you on in beginning your musical journey is that music is so deeply therapeutic, and it is a radical form of self-care. Music is healing, centering, aligning, grounding, calming, integrative. It's all the things, and it's whatever you want it to be. You know, when you put your intention behind your practice before you begin, or behind the song before you start singing it, you're going to become your own healer. And depending on the songs that you're choosing to learn and practice, your musical session can be deeply life-affirming for you and deeply healing. Medicine music songs in particular, I find, have very affirming, prayerful lyrics that are really powerful to be repeating over and over again, like mantras, like Sanskrit mantras as well, that you might feel called to learn. Playing guitar and singing can become your go-to therapy. They definitely have become my go-to therapy. And when you're feeling challenged or frustrated with the day that you've had, or an experience that you're having, a situation that you're having, it can be incredibly liberating to move that energy with your voice, with the music, whether you want to get goofy with it or angry with it or passionate with it. Guaranteed by the end of your musical practice, you're going to feel so much better and freer and lighter. Music is incredibly therapeutic on a physical level as well. Singing is serious breath work. You're taking these deep rhythmic breaths in, and that's oxygenating your body, that's increasing your immunity, increasing your cellular health, increasing your energy. It is lifting your mood. You're getting these natural endorphins, the feel-good hormones from singing. So singing is a kind of fitness, and when you're practicing breath control and breath maintenance exercises, and you're doing some kind of pranayama maybe to enhance your singing practice, that's really good anaerobic exercise. For me, music is incredibly therapeutic. I can have the most challenging, low energy day, and I always have energy to sing 1 or 2 songs. It usually turns into 3 or 4 songs, but in the meditation of dropping myself into that rhythmic melody and of singing, breathing, kind of getting myself out of the way, of tuning into the lyrics of the song. It's so healing, and it's funny how often a song that I've written, when I sing it, it's just so medicinal for me in that moment. It's like songs are so timeless, really, and the songs that mean the most to us are the most medicinal to us, truly. The fourth reason why you should get started in playing music is it's going to open up your voice and your creativity majorly in such a profound way. As you're learning how to sing with the guitar, you're learning how to express yourself in a louder, more fuller, more colorful, more authentic, more supported way, and that transfers immediately to other areas of your life as you're learning these things with music. It's so incredible how transferable our musical skills are in other parts of our life. And as we allow ourselves to be seen more in our singing or in our playing, in our musical learning journey, it allows us to just be more grounded in who we are, and it gives us a confidence to share our creativity and really dig deeper for more creativity in our life. For me, music has definitely opened up my voice and creativity. Wow, 10 years ago, I was still quite unsure of myself and in a lot of self-doubt about what I had to say. When I was a little child, I used to get a lot of people asking my parents if I was shy, and I wasn't shy, but I was quiet. And so, not to say that I'm a really loud person now, but I can be loud when the moment calls for it. I could be goofy, I'm funnier, I am just always kind of singing in the house by myself, talking to myself. I have cats too, and the cats also open up the voice because you're always talking to them and you start talking to yourself. But I've transferred that open voice to other endeavors, creative endeavors in my life too. I got into poetry, I've gotten into memoir writing, songwriting. I love to make creative content on social media. Like I said, I just recorded my first song, and I have 2 other songs on the way that are going to be released in the next month and a half. And I really do think that music has played the largest part by far in my creative and vocal journey. Reason number 5, and you already know this, music is such a profound gift to give and share with others around you. Music is so connecting and harmonizing and healing and unifying. And wow, what an honor it is to serve my people around me with song and music. It always is so humbling. And you kind of become this channel for light when you are humbly singing a song out of service, offering a song into the space in a reverent way. And for me, I've always been really humbled and honored when I hear that somebody was just in such a dark place and the song that I was singing helped guide them out of this really sticky, dark place. So yes, it is a great, great honor and a true path of service. In fact, for me, it was music as service, music as a gift that inspired me to get started on this musical path. I was a hula hooper. I was a dancer for years. And then I found myself in a medicine ceremony with the plant master teacher ayahuasca, and it's midnight black in this room, can't see a thing, and this musician started playing music while I was in the force of the medicine, and the music was so beautiful, so uplifting and buoyant and loving and colorful. I had, with synesthesia, I could just see these beautiful patterns as the guitar strings were being plucked and the lyrics were being sung, and it was just so truly elevating and calming for my system. Created a real coherence in my body, and I just was so deeply touched, and I realized that as a dancer, I couldn't offer anything close to that in a sacred ceremonial setting in the pitch black dark, you know? And I really developed this mad respect and inspiration towards the skill of being a musician of this sort. So that's how I got started. That's what first planted the seed in me, was receiving music in a sacred ceremonial setting as a real offering. I'm really, really grateful for the gift of music and what it gives back to me when I give.
There's little kids laughing behind me. It's so cute.
Reason number 6, why you should begin your musical journey today. Music is going to bring endless inspiration into your life. You're going to be inspired on a whole new level by songs, by music, by playing styles, by performances, by nature, by other kinds of art and artistry and artists. And not only that, but you are going to be such an inspiration yourself by taking up this new skill. You will be giving other people permission to begin learning how to sing and how to play guitar or perhaps another instrument by your own allowing yourself to begin. And that's such a beautiful thing, to pass on inspiration in that way. I remember when I was first getting started singing, how many sisters would come up to me so inspired that I had just took it upon myself to begin with no musical background, no musical experience. And then I watched as they got started on their journey, and then that inspired me. And we just kept bouncing the ball back in between each other. And it was really such a beautiful thing to witness in the community that I was living in at the time. And I don't know about you, but I find inspiration to be so incredibly life-giving in the giving and receiving of it. And perhaps you will as well become a more interested and interesting person. And here we are, the 7th and last reason. Singing, playing music is gonna make and keep you more beautiful from the inside out. Truly, I find that singing heart songs, medicine songs is so beautifying for the spirit, for the mind, for the thoughts, so purifying, so cleansing. So it does depend on what kind of songs, what kind of genre you're leaning towards, but most likely if you're watching me, if you're still watching this video and you're watching my channel, you're probably more interested in the medicine songs, sacred songs. And truly these lyrics are just so incredibly gorgeous. It really has made me a more beautiful person, for sure. I feel humbled in my approach to life. I feel my humanness. I feel connected to my humanity and to my healing journey. This is more for those of you who want to learn how to sing in particular. I wish I had known this earlier. Maybe I would have gotten started singing earlier, but for sure, singing can really beautify the face, because when you sing, you're kind of lifting your face, opening up your face. One singing teacher said, imagine you have a big rose in front of your nose and you take a big inhale, and this kind of open, pleasant feeling on the face is how it should feel when we're singing. So it's not always the case. Sometimes I'm singing a really high note that's maybe a bit out of my range, and I do find myself kind of scrunching my face. But for the most part, I know for sure that singing has kept me feeling and looking youthful and happy, and we're looking good for 41. I'm really happy. I know that singing and also dancing plays such a large part of that.
My cheeks right now are kind of sore just talking to you guys on this video.
I just feel so much more youthful and beautiful and elegant after I sing or dance. It's just feel like it helps my posture, my neck posture, my jaw. I have TMJ also, so I feel like singing helps me stretch my jaw, exercise my jaw. Music can keep us looking good, you know? Certainly when my brother died a little over 2 years ago, I didn't sing because I didn't feel like singing for a year and a half. I felt this heaviness and saw this heaviness coming over my face, this stiffness, and it was really hard to smile. I just didn't have a smile on my face all day. I had kind of a sad, angry look on my face all day, and so that was a real thing. And when I started singing again, it all went away, and I felt like my face came back. So if that helps you get started on your musical journey, so be it. So that's it. I really, really pray that you let me know what you think about this video. You let me know where you are in your musical journey. Are you gonna do it? Did you do it? Let me know. I really, really want to read some comments and let me know if you want me to make more videos about music or singing or anything like that. I'd be super happy to help. And now for these 5 tips on getting started. These tips were all given to me and they all turned out to be quite invaluable, and I passed them on to many, many, many people throughout the years. First tip, get a good guitar. Spend at least $300 on a guitar. You want it to sound good. So when you're practicing, your ears are enjoying the sound that it makes. You don't want a cheap $100 vintage thing because it might not sound so good, and then you might not be encouraged to keep going, to keep practicing. So get a good guitar. Number 2 is find some super easy songs to learn. They could be 2-chord songs, 3-chord songs. I recommend medicine music songs just because medicine music songs are so simple. They can be very, very simple with just maybe 4 lines that are repeated. You know, they can be very, very short songs and easy progressions and song structure. So I will put the link down to my favorite website to go ahead and download a free songbook PDF. It's the Sacred Valley Tribe website, and they also have the songs on the website so you can hear what they sound like. And when you find a good song, a song that really calls to you to learn, I would recommend immediately looking it up and starting to play that song, because you want to play the songs that really are very meaningful for your spirit. Tip number 3 is to use a metronome. And when you're first learning chords or chord changes, or even if you're just learning how to sing, you can put it down to, say, 100 beats per minute or 80 beats per minute, just so you are getting a consistent rhythm with the downstroke or with the way that you're singing that line. That's going to be really, really helpful for you. And tip number 4 is to start singing and playing songs. Don't get too hung up on the technicalities of learning guitar. You do not have to learn guitar scales and arpeggios and finger picking before you can start singing to a chord progression, you know? So don't delay or feel like you need to wait 6 months before you can try singing on top of your guitar strumming or your guitar pick. Just throw yourself into it, and the sooner you start, the better. The 5th tip is to make a songbook and start collecting the songs that you're practicing and that you want to learn how to sing in your songbook. So whether you handwrite them out or you print them out on a printer and paste them into the book, or make binders. I mean, I have binders and laminated page protectors. I'm super organized with my songs, but that really comes in handy when it's time to practice. So I hope that you enjoy the beginning of your journey, and please, let me know how it goes, and I send you lots of love. Bye-bye.